Welcome to Dreams Divine Tarot and happy Thanksgiving. I'm so full, so if I'm over here belching and being gross, my apologies. I love you guys anyway. Spirit, please guide us today to bring a clear and concise reading to I gotta tell you guys something. Collective readings are just that. They are a collection of people who chose to watch the reading. Okay? You don't have to believe. You don't have to. You don't, okay? But if the story resonates, you will recognize the people in that story, okay? By their descriptions, by the way they act, by the way they talk, and I will portray them the best that I know how. They don't have to fit 100%, and not all of them are going to. So, I'll say this again. Take what resonates. If it does not, leave it for someone else. So, if it resonates, pick it up and put it in your pocket. If it doesn't, pass it on and don't block it. That is my saying. Let's stick with that, please. All right. So, now that rant is over with, hopefully everyone understands. I do try to put that in every single one of my videos. If it's not me saying it, it's me typing it out afterwards. Now, I follow my own discernment about these stories, and that's what I look at them as. These are stories, okay? The cards fall out as they may. Now, in my opinion, it is my spirits and my ancestors guiding those cards out on the table for you guys, okay? They're the ones saying, okay, this card needs to come out next, this one next, and this one's going to help you guide whoever is listening to make the right decisions in their life. Call me a life coach, okay? Call me a guidance counselor. Call me whatever you want, but I'm not a witch. I do not do divination. What I do is tell a story from beginning to end, how my conscience and how my inner self sees and reads it. Now, it is up to you to take or leave that story, okay? All right, rant over for real this time. Let's get this started. Let's get the overlying energy, okay? Let's do that first. And yesterday I had the board sideways and all that, and I did not like the way the video turned out. The message was great, the video not so great. Okay, so, overlying message today. There may be challenges ahead. You can face them, okay? The Seven of Wands. I love the wands. Let me tell you why I love the wands. Each of them is about facing challenges or being finished with challenges, right? They're challenges. They're different, okay? The wands are the second best suit in the tarot card deck, okay? First being Pentacles, in my opinion. These are all my opinions. Guys, I am a very opinionated woman. It's the reason why I tell these stories. I'm good at it. And if you don't like my stories, you can move on to the next person's stories. I don't care. Just stop bitching at me about it. All right? All right, so the Seven of Wands. Okay? Listen, this is about competition. Yeah, challenges, struggles, right? Gain, overcoming, defense, perseverance. Okay, so I see it as perseverance. That's the one. You know, you're gonna struggle. This life is a struggle, right? We don't have things exactly how we want them all the time. We have to fight for what we want, right? We have to struggle for what we want. It's on the bottom of the deck, which would be the underline, is the Two of Wands. Oh, we're wands today, I see. All right. So I'm expecting that Queen of Wands to come out and the Hierophant, because those two always come out during the wand stories, okay? So the Two of Wands is about believing in your own personal power. I like that, okay? Because each one of us has our own personal power, obviously. We have our own beliefs. We have our own, styles. We either follow or don't follow traditions. We either, look, this is about being who you are, okay? and knowing your personal power. All right. Knowing who you are inside and out. And only way you can do that, right, is by facing these. So this is a great start and end to our read today. So let's get a beginning going, huh? I don't know. Let's see. We'll keep the overline. I want to keep it in the screen. So overline over here. Put the underline over here, right? That ought to take care of it. Right? We still see the sunset. Oh yeah. Here we go. Huh? Hopefully you guys like that. It's a nice touch, I think, to the board. Okay. If you are curious, this is a diamond painting. It's inside of a glass frame. What are these frames called? Now, I'm terrible with names, guys, but basically it's 2 inches from the painting to the glass. So there's space, it gives it depth. Hopefully you like it. Anyways, I thought I'd mention it. Somebody did ask if it was a diamond painting, and yes, it's a diamond painting. I did this a few years back, and when I was in a pretty hard time in my life, and it really helps, focus concentration on something else besides your sorrows. I think all artwork does, right? And second card, actually first, this is going to be what you're coming from, right? This is, if you guys have been watching my readings, you kind of you're getting the gist of how I do things, and it is different. I don't do it like anybody else, because if I did it like everybody else, what would make anyone want to listen to my stories instead of theirs, right? I'm very different, okay? Not only is my accent a lot different, and I'm sorry about that. I really wasn't born in a barn. I just was born in Oklahoma. So, coming in is the Knight of Cups, and he is coming in, okay? That's pretty much what all the knights do, is they're arriving or they're going away from, right? But he's coming in because he's going right. Express your creativity with compassion, right? With compassionate emotions, right? If you don't have emotion or compassion, then you're not an empathetic person, right? But the person who this card represents is very emotional and very compassionate and very empathetic, okay? Because it's about emotions, and emotions, I mean, the people that don't have emotions, we call them psychopaths, right? Yeah, well, there's plenty of those out there, but they won't be riding that sturdy, big old sturdy steed, will they? No, sir. All right, so it's you're romantic, you're sensitive, graceful, poetic, yeah, idealistic. That's the truth. Spirit says that's the truth. Spirit says that's the truth, y'all. That is the truth, okay? There's nothing wrong with being idealistic. Just don't stay in your head. There are many, many, many places to visit outside of your head, okay? So keep that in mind. Although we should listen. We should listen to our hearts and our heads. You should lead with your head, right? And then follow with your heart. So being compassionate and emotional, obviously these are heart chakra things. It is basically, coming from your heart, right? Everybody's pretty much facing this, these guys are facing the same direction. This guy, he's looking back. He's looking at what he's done, right? So it makes sense that he's passed, or that he's going to be our last card there. Basically last, because there is one overall afterwards. But beginning, Seven of Wands. We got the Knight of Cups. Super sturdy, okay? Super reliable. Talking about growth and community groups and opening to communications. Maybe something's coming in, like some sort of communication is coming to you. Maybe you're opening up and letting, communication come your way. I just dropped. Listen, Spirit, if you're going to be throwing cards at me, I can't be stopping the reading every 5 minutes trying to search for cards that you're throwing around. I'll be right back. dark in here. I might turn the other light on. I don't really like it because it's super shiny off the glass. But next card is the world. Hey, this is the one you threw at me, guys. That's 2 3s on the board. Some of them might be 33. March, it's Saturn and this is water energy. So basically, look, it's community again. Community. Those are both community cards. Joy, groups. There's, okay. So whatever this is, maybe you are part of groups. Maybe it's this online. They're looking at each other. I would think this is basically saying what you did, it's working. Okay. And then this is saying this is what you did. Right? And so she's looking at him saying, good job. And he's looking at her saying, I know. That's basically how I see it. That's how I'm reading it. Okay. And some guys over here going, yep, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be lots of things ahead that we're going to face. But you know what? We are going to face. We are going to face them. So next up's the Magician. I love this card. We had this card yesterday. This is going to be your energy. This is who you are. And this is twice. This is 2 days in a row. So whoever's watching this, you're definitely the Magician. Okay? You're definitely a magician. We've proven that twice now. You're the Magician. So you make things happen. You make your imagination real. Think about that for a second. That means not only you manifesting whatever's coming to you, because it's coming. It's slowly coming, but it's coming. There's your cups right here. He's coming. And he's coming from far back. And that vanity, it will serve you in the end. I'm sorry that vanity is one of the 7 deadly sins, okay? And there's a reason for that. Because people are over vain. Being vain doesn't mean that's all you think about, okay? It's one of the facets, all right? You are multifaceted. Each of these things you do. You're empathetic, you're sympathetic, you're eager, you're materialistic, you're idealistic, you're moody, you're vain, you're poetic, you're hermit, you're outgoing, you're ingoing. You go inward a lot. Look, every one of us has each of these emotions and do each of these things independently of one another and sometimes together. Mainly, this read, I believe, is whatever this is, because it is coming together. Something's coming together for you because of your compassion and your emotion and your creativity. There's creativity both, community both. And because of this beginning of your creative endeavors, right? All of this is, okay, obviously, man, so creative. Yesterday, there were 11 balance cards. So far, already in this, there are 3 creative cards, okay? So just know that you have creative power, you have skills, you're good at adapting, you're super original, and you're very confident. That's a great way to be, okay? As long as you stay humble, right? Yeah, being humble is great. That's where you should always stay. You should always keep yourself humble. Love yourself, sure, okay? Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror. I get better looking each day. All right. That was for my father, Larry. Y'all, he sang that in the mirror every single morning. Most narcissistic man I ever knew. All right, so the next one, I have another responsibility card, which I love. Okay, this is the second time this week that this one's coming out too. Okay, and this 6 of Swords. Look. Move from your problems. Be mindful what you take with you. It just means take the good and the bad, right? Heal from it. Use your empathic abilities and your own discernment to know what to take from your past and turn it into a life lesson. All right. This also can mean travel over water. This also could mean like deeper thinking and researching, right? So, Mr. Magician over there, Mrs. Magician, whoever you are, who are manifesting, all right, whatever it is you're after, it's coming. You're getting it, right? And it's I think it's from a lot of research. I think you've worked your butt off. I think you've worked your ass to the bone. Okay? You've worked hard for this. You, the magician. Okay? The magician. The one who they call witch. The one who they call witch because you're so empathetic that you can read people's, you can read people's body language so they think that you're reading their minds. You know what they're thinking because you feel their feelings. And, and it's strange, especially to narcissists. It's very strange to them because they're like, wait, how'd they know that? How'd they know? They must be practicing witchcraft. There's only one way, where's the scrying mirror? Let's find it, Okay? At least feel all upright today, guys. Next one's justice, right? Whatever you've come from, this, man, this is so different from yesterday because there's really no negativity here. It has been a hard life. I mean, it's been a tough life, and it's always, it's always gonna be, especially for an empath, a magician who struggles and really sacrifices for others, right? That you do sacrifice for others, right? Like your success and your accomplishments, they're detrimental to that, to your sacrifice. They're hand in hand, right? Because of the challenges you faced, and you have, and you will again. There will be many, many challenges. Okay, there will always be challenges. There's always going to be challenges ahead. Each one is a tower, most likely. For an empath, especially because we feel so deeply. We feel so deeply, right? You do. You feel it. You feel it coming in whenever it hits you. It hits you so hard. You don't know whether or not you're going to get back up again. But you always kind of tend to, don't you? You're manifesting, not only are you manifesting for yourself, you're manifesting justice for those who've wronged you. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This justice card means so much more than just justice, okay? It really does. It's not only truth and clarity, all right? But it's cause and effect. What they have caused you to face, that horror, that aggravation, that sorrow from your past, for having that injustice on you, you come back so much stronger, and not with revenge on your mind, but just the simple fact that you do so many things for others. You're so good to people, and yet they still tend towards you. Every time you turn around, somebody's sticking a sword or, in you. And you just don't get it. But you always manage, don't you? You always manage to come back and love regardless, and care regardless, and try over and over again regardless, all right? But But it's that wonder, it's that question in your mind, like, why? You know, why me? That brings this justice. Because you're not the only ones thinking that. God's thinking that. He's like, wait a minute. Now, this is not balance. This is not what she needs now or he needs now is reparation. And I tell you what, your fairness and balance makes other people have to be accountable. They are held accountable because you hold them accountable. Okay? Just your actions alone, you don't have to say a thing. Your actions alone will hold them accountable. Because you're the only one. Like you're one of very few. Not the only one, but you're one of very few people that will say, you know what? It's okay. Because karma's real, people. Okay? Karma's real. What comes around goes around. Where there's dark, there's light. Yin and yang. There is always an opposite reaction. Like it's in science. It's in nature. It's in, everything that we do, everything that surrounds us. Carbon dioxide, oxygen. Think about that. Everything about us is yin and yang. Male, female. Or masculine and feminine. Whatever way you want to say it. Don't get caught up in the way the words are put out there. Just as long as you understand what I'm trying to say. There's no room for rotten ruin on this table. Look at this. This is beautiful. So, hopefully everybody's caught on the story so far. All right, next one up. Nice. I love when they come out. Brian, I'm not doing this. I swear. I'm flipping them just like always. Ace of Pentacles, guys. The time is right to take action on your ideas. So you've had the ideas. You're bringing whatever is in your imagination to life. Okay? To fruition. It is coming. You're moving away from your problems. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Because away from those problems is where we all need to be. And it brought justice and balance, right? To your table, which we all need. And because of this justice and balance, you can take action now. Okay? It's time for prosperity. It's time for prosperity. With happiness. Okay? With happiness, with smiles. Right? You're manifesting it. But you've also worked really hard for it too. Don't get it wrong. Just because you manifest it doesn't mean it's just going to come to you. Okay? Manifestation doesn't just mean that. It also means that, yeah, you may have, manifested, wonderful things to your life. But it's because you really, truly believe you deserved it. You earned it. You worked really, really hard for it. So don't stop working now. Don't stop working now. The time is right now to take action. Action doesn't mean go back in your hermit mode and think about that. No. Action means find your balance, make a plan, make a schedule, stick to it, kick ass at what you do, because it will bring you fortune. It will bring you fortune. Maybe not fame, maybe not, the wealthiest. You may not be the richest person in the world, but it will. It'll bring you happiness. Look at this. This is happiness. He's like, oh, this is, God's hand through the clouds. Dun, da, da, da. Here's your pinnacle. One pinnacle. But it's bigger than all the rest. So think about that. All right. You're so ambitious and you're so original. This is a brand new beginning for you. I am so happy about this brand new beginning. There are so many people going through this, the same thing right now. I know, because I've been listening to the overlying energies around, and everyone is starting something new. Maybe it's just in the air. I'm getting goosebumps, so it's probably true. It's in the atmosphere. Everyone feels the need for change. Change is good. You know, we've all been through our towers recently, right? We've all been through some pretty horrible and terrible, you know, malicious energies. All right, let's put it that way. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles out here. Guys, hush your face. That's right. New beginnings, pioneering, leadership, ambition, originality. They both say almost exactly the same thing, right? Prosperity and power, opportunity, manifestations. And this one is will to create, energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength, and gain. They're the same damn card, right? So basically, what it's saying is, look, take action on your ideas. The time is now. You've been thinking it for a long time. Okay, you've had this idea for a while, and you've been keeping it secret, which is good. You don't want to share your ideas too much. You've been keeping this idea secret, and it's a good thing that you have, because it's time. It's time to move, it's time to move out. Move out. Get that idea on the road. Whatever it is going to bring you some money. It's going to bring you money. It's going to bring you some independence. Ace of Wands is a lot about independence, I think. You're very original. You're a leader, right? You're a leader. So lead. Lead us, magician. Where are we going? People will follow you. They will. They'll go because they like you. You're a real likable person. Six of Wands. There she goes again, throwing cards at me. I call my spirit he, she, they, because mostly I feel like it's, my mother's and my grandmother's teachings that come through me. So I always refer to them as my mother and my grandmother. That's who I feel like I'm channeling when I'm speaking to my spirit. So, all right. So the card on the floor. Let me grab that. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I really like it. I like when they do this because it really makes it make sense. It makes it make sense. All right, you got the King of Wands. It's twice the King of Wands come out too. Whoever this is, you're headed toward him. He's looking at you too. Like maybe he's a leader. You're a leader. Maybe you're gonna lead together. Maybe you guys are. This is harmony, and solutions and energy of. This is movement, right? He's the energy of unexpected, right? Of the unexpected. He's unexpected. You never expect the King of Wands. It's always a surprise. So something very unexpected, someone very unexpected is coming. He's here. He's already here. He's watching you. He's watching you. He's watching you right now, as a matter of fact. Okay. Excuse me. I don't know if my allergies are what the last few days, but I'm telling you, itchy eyes, coughing, wheezing, the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to quit smoking. And that's not helping. Okay, so he's a visionary, right? He's also wealthy, right? He's wealthy. And let's just put it out there. He's a wealthy man. And he's watching you. I'm not sure, but he's fascinated. He's fascinated by you, okay? I'm not sure why. We don't really know, right? Because he's a mystery. He's a mystery. He's unexpected. He's his own energy. He's very strong. And this is twice the word expansion is used, right? And of course, it's another creation card. Because he's a creator. And a leader. Lots of courage. Public recognition and courage. Like he's watching you on a very public forum, maybe YouTube, maybe, whatever you're doing. Like that's another thing. Both of these are community cards, right? So it could be very online. What he's obviously watching you somewhere close by, right? He's got a lot of power, and we've got the Justice over here, right? let's not forget that we have justice, because judgment, the next two, do you see this? Like, I just want to point this out. There are 2 1s. There are 3 1s. There are 3 1s and 3 2s on this table right now. And 2 3s. I just wanted to point that out. Now, the significance of that is, all of these are brand new beginnings, right? They're the beginning of the decks. They're the highest of their honors. Like, ones are very, very brand new. Ones are new. And none of these are upside down. And I shuffled these. I promise you, you guys heard me shuffle them, okay? There's no way that I'm doing this, okay? I want you to know. Oh, there's one upside down, but it's a good thing. You're coming out of hermit mode, okay? No more hermit. No more hermit for you. It's time to get out in that public eye and get your ideas out on that platform. Obviously, it's online, because what isn't online these days? Get it out there. It will be successful. Okay. So if you're questioning it, if you're asking yourself, maybe it didn't get a great start. Maybe you're like, you were finding control and you're, investigating, and you wanted to be responsible about it, and you wanted to be cautious, and you knew that there was going to be challenges, and so you were a little scared. Okay? But don't let it stop you. Coming out of that hermit mode, coming out of that Scorpio energy, that lazy bitch mode. We're talking about her. Coming out of there is the best thing that can happen for you. Okay? Because the only thing you do here, and yeah, there's a lot of self-contemplation. Like I said, with the good, you have to, take the bad. And with the bad, you must take the good as well. Finding that balance is important. And the hermit is also important for finding that balance, okay? But once it's done, once it's over, well, it's time to move on, right? And you take those lessons that you've learned from it, and you move on from it, right? And apply it to the rest of your life, whatever you're pursuing. With this partner out here, maybe an investor, maybe someone who strongly agrees with you and wants, parties to come to their judgment. Together, maybe the 2 of you will bring justice and judgment to whoever it is out there who, look, there's some really bad people, especially online. All right. Now, maybe it's just because we're all online that we're noticing more. But those people sure stand out to me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about, bad people online. But I will say this. There are some pretty unwatched forums that should absolutely be watched. BandLab is one of those things. I was on BandLab for a really long time, over 4 years. And the more I was there, the less I really liked the people there. Okay? There's a reason for that. There was a lot of evil there. Pretty much everyone there was narcissistic. Pretty much. I'm not saying all, because I met some really great people there too. But I dare you to put 1 million artists together and then not, have very strict competition with each other. And, that, like I said, there's a lot of narcissism there. But not only that, but there's a lot of other evil things going on there too. And if there's any other, any internet police watching this, y'all need to go, do some investigating. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, that's a bad place. You'll find a lot of people there that are bad. My goodness. Okay, so another upright. That's the first 4, finally. Okay, but it's also another stability card. Foundation. Obviously, we've talked about this before. You've come out of the hermit mode. You've built this firm foundation already. It's been built. Okay, because it's the only thing you've had. You've rested on it, and you're holding that pinnacle like the pinnacle that was brought to you was given to you. You still have it. You still have it, right? You're holding on to that for dear life. I guarantee you're not letting that go. Okay, that's your pride and joy. It's your idea. It's what is going to bring you your wealth, right? You're focusing on that. You're focusing within because that's home to you. Home is not where you put your hat. Okay, it's where your heart is. Where is home to you? The Queen of Pentacles suggests that home to you is wherever you feel at home. You understand? So if you feel at home all by yourself in your bedroom, that's home. If you feel at home in a tent by the lake, that's home. Okay? But really, what also that is suggesting is home is inside you, right? Home is where you are. So, focusing on home and family and success and abundance, that may sound selfish to some, okay? But to us empaths, to we Queen of Pentacles and magicians, it's finally, it's finally. We're always focused on everyone else. We're always trying to help someone else. We're doing for others. We're working hard for others. We're raising our kids. We're, taking care of our families. We're those empaths who have cared about others so much through our entire lives that we've forgotten about ourselves. Okay? Well, this is saying it's time to, this is your firm foundation, right? This is your stability. You've done all that you were supposed to do. You've had your heart broken. You've pretty much done everything. Let's be honest. Let's really be honest. How many things haven't you tried, right? Because what is life for? Other than to try everything. Life is to live. Life is to live, right? To find out, to explore, to become, to enrich yourself, to find your purpose. Your purpose, obviously, is either in entertainment, okay, because it's a lot of online energy here, or it's, or I don't know, it's something very, very creative, though. Maybe you're a singer, maybe you're a writer, maybe you're going to write a book. I don't know, maybe you're going to write a book about yourself, because look at it. I mean, all of these are look within, isolation, your withdrawal, and darkness, and mistrust of people, and, all life's answers lie within you. Okay? This is an inside card. This is an inside card. Okay? So keep your ideas to yourself. I like that. Obviously, you're finding a partner, maybe an investor who really admires you. Like he's not taking his eyes off of you. He's watching everything you do. And he's wealthy. And he's got the wisdom to back it up. He knows. He's a visionary. He knows what he's looking at. He knows what this is worth. Okay, because he's put his money there before. Maybe not there, but you know what I mean. He's put his money out to help someone else get their leg up before. It has happened. But he's seeing that you have solutions and harmony and healing and empathy that he doesn't see in anybody else. He's not looking anywhere else. He's looking at you. Okay? He's looking at you. And this is you. Like this is always like my middle row is you. It's always going to be you. Okay, it's the overlying person of the story. All right. This is usually past energies or coming into energies, and then kind of future, like very soon, and then, further out future, and then the, future. That's how I read. That's pretty much how I have read every time. Now, I do have some ways that I learned when I was younger to lay out the cards. And we'll have to do a few of those because they're pretty interesting too. But this one I always liked because I can just kind of follow the story and I just know what they're supposed to say. All right, next card up. I love it. You cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. I'm not making it up. Guys, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is next. This is great. Right? New beginnings, cycle, restarts. You've worked really hard for it. Good. Because you're doing your inner work. Because you came from that hermit mode, that darkness, that shadow. And you've come into yourself. Okay? You've learned about yourself. Your intellect, your practicality, your truthfulness, your kindness, your charm. People notice this. He's noticing. You're not noticing anyone because you're looking within, but they're noticing you, okay? And quit, Bridget. And the Wheel of Fortune is coming. Okay, this is Jupiter energy, right? It's coming. It's fortune, change, chance, fate, guys, destiny, luck, karma, cycles. This beginning and end of cycles, okay? Stepping it up. That's what it means. You're stepping it up. Stepping it up. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm all stuffy. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Aquarius, which is, okay. So I was informed the other day, which I'm terrible at signs. So if I mess something up, please don't hesitate to correct me. This is Aquarius season. Woohoo. Whoop, whoop. The star. All of your dreams are coming true. And look where it's sitting, on top of this King of Wands, who is watching you. So who do you think is going to make the star a reality? Besides yourself, because you're manifesting it, right? You're manifesting it. I mean, it's coming because you're manifesting it. Absolutely. But you manifested him. You manifested this. You've manifested this. Right? And you've called judgment and justice. Because this great thing that's happening to you is justice. It is judgment. It's a good kind of judgment. It's what God is like, you know what? Finally, you deserve this. You've worked really, really hard. So it's time for this. It's time for your wheel. It's time for your pentacles and your wheel, right? And thank God for that King. That mysterious energy who's watching you right now, because he's coming. And when he gets here, you're going to know him from everyone else because he will stand out. You'll know. Okay, there's no doubt. There's no doubt you're going to know him. You don't know who he is. I don't think you've ever met him before. I think he's just been watching you for a while. And he's paying attention to what you're doing because what you're doing is exciting. It's bringing attention. The right kind of attention, apparently. Obviously, it's bringing the right kind of attention. So keep it up. Whatever you're doing, it might not be traditional. It might be a little different than everyone else. But it's bringing you joy, and it's bringing you luck. Like, can't make it up. It's bringing what? You've investigated it. Now you're mastering it. It's your responsibility. Okay. Look at all these cups and all these different things that are in these cups, right? Basically, it's stepping back from everything and kind of looking and going, wow. Wow. This is how many choices I have in front of me now. All of this is bringing me, all this fortune is bringing me all these choices. Like, what? What to do now? What to do now? Right? Step back from everything to gain your perspective. You already have your perspective. You understand, because you have a lot of balance, that from your past, you've called in the judgment. You called in the justice. God has granted you your wishes. Your number one wish has come true. That someone besides you care about you. I got news for you. People do care. Okay, people care. I'm getting goosebumps again. This is confirmation. Every time I get goosebumps, that's a confirmation. Okay, Spirit says yes. Your judgment has been called as well. Okay, you've called theirs, but He's called yours too, and God says yes. God says yes. Okay, you've gained your perspective. Good job. Good job. Congratulations, by the way. Okay, this is what my reader always says, and I don't know if she'd be comfortable with me calling her out, but I may post her in the description if it's okay with her. But congratulations, okay? Because I want you to know you've earned this. I'm getting a little emotional because you've earned this. You truly have earned this. Let your emotions guide you. Everyone thinks you're weak because you cry, because you care. But just like my tears right now, there's strength, okay? They're recognizing. Emotion is power. And your empathy has always been your power. So if you're going within and you're searching for something, which you're not anymore. You've done that. You've gone within, you've searched, and you found it. You found it. Go with it. Go. This is the second reading that has told you to go. Go with it. Take it. Take it and go. Okay? It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be a lot of hard work. But in our last card of the day is the Eight of Pentacles. It's another balance card. Okay? This is saying there's going to be challenges. But work very, very hard. Okay? But protect your creativity. Protect your ideas. Because they're so good that this Wheel of Fortune is coming. Okay? They're so good that one day you're going to look back and you're going to go, damn, I did it. I became the star. I did it. Look at all the wealth that I can look back on. Look at what I did. I'm so proud of you. You've come a long way. Go become the queen. I love you. Spirit loves you. God loves you. We're closing out this energy. Have a wonderful day. Happy Thanksgiving.